What's going on YouTube? It's been a little minute since I've been on here. Yo, do I have a story for y'all? So, today I went to my friend's house, whatever, just to go see her because it's been a little minute since I went to go see her, and I don't want to feel like one of them fake friends that only want to hang with you when you got something to do when you go in places. So I felt like I needed to go make a quick stop to go see her. So my mother had cooked breakfast, whatever. Like I don't really eat everybody cooking, but that is my friend. Like I ate her mother cooking before, whatever. So mind you, I haven't been to see her for a while because she lived one place and just moved. So I think I haven't seen her probably about a year. Well, I haven't been to her house in about a year. Like we talk on Uvu and all of that other stuff. So I get there for breakfast, whatever the case may be. And girl, when I say I'm starving because I had to go to the doctor and I couldn't eat from 12 o'clock last night, and it's now 3:55 in the afternoon the next day. Oh, 6:55. I'm reading my computer time. But anyway, so I see her mother cook like they from down south, and her father's Spanish, so there's a lot of different type of food. So she had like eggs and bacon and sausage and grits and cream of wheat because I don't think her father eats grits. But anyway, so I'm like, do y'all? Is somebody gonna make my plate? And you know how they are. They like, bitch, you was not no motherfucking visitor. You like family. So I'm like, all right, cool. I go in the cabinet, people. When I say it was so many roaches in that cabinet, like I literally opened the cabinet and it was like roaches had fell on my hand. It was like roaches and shit and the dishes and stuff. I'm just like, that just really turned my stomach. Like, I'm not gonna act like I never seen roaches, cause where I used to live, they had roaches. Cause it seemed like once you get them, you can't get rid of them, cause that one pregnant roach will just keep having. But I'm just saying, you can keep your roaches down to a minimum. I shouldn't like if in my old house you probably see a roach once in a very, very red moon, blue moon, yellow moon, or whatever the hell you want to call it. That's how rare it was that you seen one. And it wasn't because we was nasty. It was because the people who who lived upstairs had them. And it's like once you get them in that building, either you bomb the whole building or you can't get rid of them. But anyway, it's not like I've never seen roaches. Like I said, I've seen roaches. But when I say she had so many roaches, like me personally, if I knew I had that many roaches, I would not invite nobody. Or like if I invited people to eat, I'm like, oh yeah, girl, I'm gonna fix your plate. I'm gonna get you some and I would serve on like the plastic plates. I'm not gonna serve nobody no roach poo poo plates or roach poo poo forks and all of that. Like I know you're supposed to wash your plate and your fork and everything before you eat, but me personally, I don't do that because I'm like, I wash my dishes already to put them up, so obviously they should be clean. There should be nothing in them. So I'm like, damn, if it's roaches like that in the cabinet, and I went over to go look at the food because I'm just like, so I'm looking in the grits and stuff, and like there are sometimes where you get like little black pieces of grits or whatever the case may be, and I'm looking at the sausage. It wasn't like the brown and serve sausage. It was like the one that you gotta cut and make it to a patty and cook. It was those kind of sausages. And I'm just looking and I see like little pieces and stuff and I'm like, damn, I don't know if that's a piece of burnt crispy meat or if it's a motherfucking roach. I wasn't trying to risk it, so I didn't know like how to play it off. So I made the plate because I really didn't want to like be like, oh, sorry, I don't want to eat your food because you got so many damn roaches in your house. Like that would be rude. So I made like a real little plate, and I had got a napkin and put it on my lap, and it was like every time they looked at me to see if I was taking a bite, I would put the like I was holding the conversation so that way, I could, so that way we could start laughing and I could sneak the food in the napkin because me personally, I didn't feel comfortable putting that shit in my mouth, and neither should they. So anyway, YouTube, I was just so flabbergasted by the scene. I'm just like, oh my god, the roaches have arrived. They are taking over, over. Like I know roaches are gonna be here even after we're gone, but then I don't want to see it like that until after I'm gone, which means I'm not gonna be able to see all the little roachitas and all of that. I don't want to see that. Like, and then it's like I was asking her, like, I don't want to be rude. Like, she my homie. I'm like, would you do you want to go to the store and get some roach motels and all of that, whatever the case may be. And it's just strange how she tried to blame it on the people that was living next door to her. Like I said before, I had roaches because of my neighbors, but like I said, it was rare that you seen them because you see a roach, you better kill it while you can. Because roaches are tricky, and when you kill it, you better make sure it's dead. Because one, I found that roaches can live a whole week without their head, and during that week, if you have a pregnant roach, that bitch will give birth to them little mother creatures, and they be the little itty bitty ones that you cannot find. So, like I said, when she said that, I'm just like, oh yeah, girl. And a lot of people know I'm not here to hurt your feelings, but I'm gonna tell her like it is. And I'm like, sweetie, you're my homegirl, whatever the case may be. But I'm like, that's not just from your neighbors. That's some real disgusting stuff. Like that means you must really not be killing them. Like, yeah, I seen them, and it was just ridiculous. But anyway, whatever. She's just like, oh no, girl. It's just, they be hiding. You can't get to them. I'm like, bitch, raid. You never seen the commercial? You spray the raid, all the little bugs die. Well, excuse me, y'all, but this stuff itch. So she like, oh yeah, whatever. I didn't know. Let me tell y'all. So she live in a nice, but the house is it ain't nice, but it's decent. One of the houses that's real pretty from the outside, and then when you walk inside, it's hideous. Like that's how it was. Like I think a new coat of paint and new stove and everything, it would look nice. But that's what they were doing. They was redoing their house, and I'm like, hopefully they know to bomb and everything. So anyway, the bathroom was the land, well, the owner of the house, because they was renting, rent to live or rent to lease or whatever. And he had sent somebody. They have three bathrooms. They had sent somebody to fix the main bathroom. So to go to the bathroom, you had to use the one downstairs. And I don't know why after I seen all the roaches in the cabinet, I didn't put my shoes back on. I had flip flops, so I wasn't really scared of bringing anything home with me or being scared of anything with my shoes. So I went to the bathroom, y'all. Stepped in the bathroom. I felt my foot crush. Like I don't know, crush, but like a little piece of my foot felt wet. Y'all, when I turned on the light, when I say them, like it was like a little piece of cheese or something on the floor. And when I say it was literally like I may have been exaggerating. Let me not even say 100. It was like 30 roaches to one little nibble of cheese. It was just ridiculous. They was just scattering everywhere. Like I didn't even want to sit on the toilet no more. Like I'm just like, girl. When I say I went in her cabinet, got some alcohol, some what's the stuff called? Some dang y'all, I forgot what it's called. Oh my gosh. Oh, boric acid. Cause they had boric acid. Cause she told me when they first moved in, they had ant But I'm like, boo boo, boric acid work for ants, roaches, any kind of little bug, fleas, all of that. Sprinkle a little on the floor and them niggas will die. So put the boric acid around, spray the floor with some bleach, put some alcohol, rub the toilet and stuff down with some alcohol and stuff. And I'm just like, oh my god, I just couldn't finish. So I went upstairs, got my plate, whatever. There was still a little bit of food left, but I was like, ooh, dang, y'all, I really can't eat because, after not being able to eat last night, I don't want to eat too much too fast and catch a stomach ache. But people, I'm not gonna sit here in front like she still ain't my homegirl. That's still my homegirl, but I won't be going to her house anymore because I'm not trying to bring little cockroach home with me. So, people, if you got roaches, if roaches aren't always just for people who's nasty. Like I said, you get them from neighbors who are nasty, or you know, they come outside. It's cold. They need to they come in for shelter. When you see them, kill them. If it's against your religion, trap them little mother crickets in a box and take them back outside, deep, deep, far, far in the woods. Do not let people come to your house if you know your house look like a roach circus. So anyway, YouTube, just to let you know about my day, about what happened this morning, I will hit you up with another video soon.